Hi, everyone. It's Miss Tracy here of Miss Tracy Creates. Welcome to a new month. It's June. I can't believe it. The year has passed by so quickly. And so I wanted to come on today and talk a little bit about my intro to freestyle hand stitching workshops. It's something new that we just started. We started back in May, and I'm doing a special intro to hand stitching project, a different project each month. In May, we did our beautiful little Shine Bright notepad cover. So cute with a little pocket. We just finished these up, but the replays are still available. So if anybody wants to do this project, you still can. And then there's a different project for June and a different project for July. So this is something new I'm doing. I really want to kind of share my love of hand stitching. I absolutely love it. It's so much fun to do. It's, for me, it's like doodling with thread. It's very whimsical, kind of a whimsical approach to hand stitching and embroidery. It's not like your grandmother's embroidery, that's for sure. We really truly are doodling with thread, and you can kind of see doing some black stitching around those butterflies. So cute, really, really fun. Anyway, I wanted to pop in today because I wanted to reveal the June project. I want us to talk about the June project because that one is coming up. You can sign up for it now if you'd like, if you haven't already. I know some of you signed up for the whole kit and caboodle, the materials kit, and all three of the workshops, but you don't have to. If someone's out there and they're just like, I think I want to just get a little taste of this. I want to just try something and just see, if I like it. Well, that's kind of what this is for. I want to teach you some really great intro tips, techniques, step-by-step instruction is what you're going to get for these intro to freestyle hand stitching workshops. So before I get into the materials kit, I want to go ahead and show you the project that we're going to be making live in June. Okay. Now the replays will be available for this. If you can't watch on the live dates, you'll have replays available. If this is your first time seeing the May project, the cute little notepad cover, I'll show you this real quick. See, it has a little sleeve so your notepad can slide in and out. You can easily replace it. These have been so fun, and everybody that signed up for this, so many people are making more because they want to use them as gifts. They want to make more in different styles, and now they know how. Right now they know how. So good morning, everybody. Good morning. I know I just jumped right in. I'm so excited. I just kind of jumped right in. Thank you for being here, for popping in to watch. So basically, I just wanted to kind of get in front of you, let you know what's happening and how you could plug yourself in. If you're kind of drawn to fabric, if you love looking at fabric, if you love collecting fabric, this is going to be a great workshop for you because we do really interesting things with fabric. I'm more of a maker. I'm a crafter at heart. So I think differently than I think like a normal fabric person would. I really love to kind of think outside the box and come up with really clever, creative projects to create with our fabric. So let me show you what we're going to be making in June. Okay. In June, we're going to be making this cute panel. Here, let me go this way. We're going to be making this really, really cute panel. It's an 8x8 panel. You're going to learn some really great techniques with this project. And one of them, and in fact, one of the main things we're going to focus on is lettering. Lettering can be tricky. We're going to show you how to use my templates. I'm going to show you how to position and create your lettering. And then, of course, stitching techniques for your lettering. So I just love this little panel. Panels like this are really, really fun. They're great for an intro workshop project, because you could use this in so many different ways. You could just clip it up. Just clip it up somewhere in maybe your craft corner or your creative space. It's just a cute reminder for summer. Let your light shine, right? It's just super cute. We're going to make the sun. You're going to be working not only with fabric, but also with wool felt, which is fabulous for hand stitching and doodling with thread. So I'm going to hold this up just a little bit closer to the camera here, because I want you to really focus in on that stitching, okay? The lettering specifically. Look at the lettering. Look how fun we get creative with our stitches. You're going to learn some different techniques. And then also down here, this is kind of like making our own applique. Okay, we're going to make our own applique. And I don't know if you can tell how thick that is. It is really, really pretty. This could also, if you don't want to just clip this up, what I think I'm going to do with mine is I'm going to mount it on a canvas. So I'm going to take a canvas. This is just this is a 10 by 10 canvas. Okay, just an option for you. This is a 10 by 10 canvas. I could paint it, or I could wrap it in fabric. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. So I'm going to show you how I wrap canvases with fabric in this workshop as well. And then look how cute it will be if I mount it right to the center of the canvas. Like, that's going to be so cute. Also, we do creative pillow panels. We've done, I've done, I should say. I'm going to set this down here. I've done creative pillow panels in my fabric fan club. This could be a really cute pillow panel, interchangeable pillow panel. There's just all kinds of things that we could do with a panel like this. Okay. A great way to learn, right? A great surface to learn on. So the 8x8 pillow panel, the 8x8 creative panel, because I don't know how you're going to use it. I'm going to give you several ideas, and then you can decide how you want to ultimately use it. Okay. Our dates are going to be June 6th, which is this Friday, is part 1. And then June 20th, 2 weeks later, is part 2. They're Friday nights, 7 p.m. Central. Okay, so if you can't make those dates, you can watch the replays. The replays are saved. What we'll do is when you sign up for this project or the other projects, you have options. And Susan has been over in the comments, and she's been posting some, she's my teammate. She's over there posting links so you can get information to the whole Intro to Hand Stitching series. Okay, you can get all the information, sign up there. June 6th is part 1. That's where we get started, right? I'll have a prep sheet for you that I'll be posting, and we're going to put you into a private Facebook group. Okay. So you're going to have a prep sheet. You're going to know exactly what to cut. You can make this out of your own supplies, or we've provided a materials kit for you. Okay, so June 6th, we're going to be starting 7 p.m. Central. That's our kind of part 1 session. And then we're going to give you some time to stitch, right? To stitch and do all the things. And then we'll meet again 2 weeks later on June 20th. And that's our finish up session. Okay, that's kind of our wrap it up session, our finishing session. And we'll go over all the finishing steps and the finishing details and all of those things. Okay, so June 6th, June 20th, I'd love for you to join me. And this is what we're going to be making in June. This cute little 8x8 panel, creative panel. Let your light shine. That's what I want you to do this summer. I want you to let your light shine. I want you to try something new. Plug yourself in for some creative fun. And I promise you, you will not be disappointed. Working with fabric, it's one of the most relaxing things that I do. Out of all, I'm a crafter, I'm a maker. I do all the things. I love doing all the things. But when it comes to hand stitching, something about just taking that needle and thread up and down through the fabric, it's very relaxing. It's very therapeutic. Especially this style, freestyle, think again, like doodling with thread. It's not like cross stitch where you're having to count out things, right? It's very stress-free, very stress-free, very fun. Oh, I see Cheryl's in the comments as well. So Cheryl's also posting information there for you. I want you to go check out all the info, okay? Because you do have the opportunity, if you want to actually sign up for all 3 projects, the May, the June, and July. July, we're going to be making this cute house mini. I'm going to show you how we can take our hand stitching to a whole new level and actually create 3D things, stuffies that are so fun. So that'll be coming up in July. And then because it was important to me that you had good quality things to work with, I put together a materials kit for you. Okay. Now this materials kit has everything you need in it to actually make all 3 projects: the notepad cover, the Let Your Light Shine panel, which we're going to do this month, and then also the house mini. Okay. So everything you need to do is in there other than the notepad. We didn't put the stuffing in, the polyfill stuffing for the house, but those things I'll make sure that you know about and you know where to find them. So I thought it would be fun if we went through the materials kit today so I could show you everything that's in there. Okay, everything that's in there. So even if it's your first time signing up for one of my intro to hand stitching workshops, if you do decide to get all of it, we give you a nice little discount. And that way then you can go back and watch the replay for the May project, which was the notepad cover, if you choose to make that. Okay. If not, if you would rather just use your own fabrics and felts and all the things, it's totally fine. It's totally fine. You can just sign up just for the intro workshop, the online portion of the intro workshop, for $17. Okay. So that is totally up to you. And yes, I'd love to have you come and join in the fun. We've had so much fun in May, and I know we're going to have just as much fun, if not more, in June. So I'd love for you to come and take part. So let's jump into the materials kit. You guys ready? And then I'm going to leave some time for questions. Okay. I know. I'm like so excited. So the first thing that is amazing about our materials kit is you're going to receive this collection of fabric. Now, these are fabrics that I put together, and I called it my Shine Bright collection. It is my Shine Bright collection, and I think you can see it is so cute and colorful and just happy. I'm going to turn it over to the back so you can see even more. Look at the cute butterflies. Everything kind of has a watercolory look to it. Very doodly, cute words. I always love to have cute words. Watercolor stripes. Really fun and happy. So this is the first thing that you'll see in your materials kit, and it's 6 fat quarters. Okay, so a fat quarter is a good size piece of fabric. It's an 18 by 22. And it is a nice size piece of fabric. So you're going to have, like I said, again, I decided to give you everything in the materials kit that you need for all 3 projects in case you want to do all 3. If you only want to do one and you still want the materials kit, that's fine. You can make multiples, right? You can make multiples, or it may inspire you to do something else with your materials in your kit. Okay, Kathleen, Cheryl, and Susan, I believe, are posting the links in there. Thank you, Renee. Thank you for saying that. I love fabric. I love fabric, and I love patterns. I love putting patterns together, and that kind of that's something that can be a little stressful for people, I think, sometimes trying to figure out what to put with what, right? So I wanted that to be made easy for you. Okay, so yes, they'll be posting the links here in the comments for you to go and go over to our info page. It talks all about everything there. And of course, if you have questions, just let me know. We're going to have time for questions at the end of this. So the next thing you're going to see in your materials kit is going to be this little canvas zipper bag. Now, nobody really knows this yet, but we are going to be doing a little something fun with our zipper bag at the end after the workshops, but that's a bonus. that's a bonus. But what I had my team do is I had them basically put some of your supplies in this cute little zipper bag, because you're going to find that when you start these stitching projects, they're great for on the go. They're great for when you're sitting, waiting at the airport. You could be stitching, right? If you're waiting in a doctor's office, if you're watching a movie, right, at home, you can just kind of stitch while you're doing other things. You can watch. You can be like me and kind of watch at sports when I'm just because my husband's watching them, but I'm really just there stitching. So let me show you what's going to be inside here. Okay, first thing, you're going to get a couple of my favorite needles. You're going to get a couple of my favorite needles. These are number 7 embroidery needles. They are my favorite. And then we're going to give you also our fabulous, this is my absolute favorite, how can I say this? Temporary twist up glue stick. Okay, it's made for fabric. Okay, so why would I give you a twist up glue stick? Well, because this is temporary and it's made for fabric. It is so fabulous, you guys, for attaching our pieces, just putting the glue stick on the back, attaching our pieces down so they don't move while we're stitching. We don't have to put in pins. We don't have to use any other kind of fusible stuff, because it's nice to know that I can move something, right? If I put it down and I'm like, oh, I think I want to move it a little bit, I can lift it up and I can move it and reapply it. It does not do any damage to my fabric. It doesn't change the colors. You can use it on fabric, felt, all the things. And the big reason, it doesn't gunk up my needle. Okay. And that's true of those of you that like to machine stitch. It won't gunk up your needle. It is Alien's temporary fabric glue stick, and it is fabulous. You will fall in love with this, and it makes hand stitching so much easier. Less things to get in the way. Okay, so you don't have to have a sewing machine to do any of these projects. This is all hand stitching. However, I know we do have a few people that have sewing machines, so I always like to let them know that this won't gunk up your sewing machine needle either. Okay, so just so you know. So you're going to get needles, you're going to get your temporary fabric glue stick, and then of course we're going to give you some thread, and I'm going to give you 4 of these beautiful threads. They are so pretty with our Shine Bright fabric collection. Just so cute. And so these threads are by Sulky. They are 100% cotton, 12 weight, and they are beautiful for hand stitching. They also can go onto a machine if you're a machine stitcher, but I love these for hand stitching. I stitch with the double thread. When you come in with our first workshop, I always go through this, and I will with each of the intro projects. How to actually get the thread through the needle. I actually don't thread a needle. I needle my thread. You'll learn about that. I show you how I tie off my knots, all of those fun things. But you're going to have 4 spools of these beautiful colors right here. The other thing you're going to find in your little zipper bag is going to be some black and white twine. And we'll be using that on some of our projects. So just some black and white baker's twine, that will be in here as well. So, and like I said, we can't just have a blank stitching bag, right? So, I mean, a little bag for our stitching supplies. So that's just a little surprise that'll be coming later. Okay, what we're going to actually do to the bag. So the other thing that's going to be in your materials kit are 5 sheets of the wool felts that we carry. They are gorgeous. They have been color matched to go with the Shine Bright fabrics. Let me kind of spread them out here. And they are so beautiful. There is a big difference. You can see this color, this color, this color. So there's 5 sheets of this. Okay. They're 8 by 12 inches. and it is wonderful wool felt. There's a big difference, you guys, between wool felt and craft felt. Now, we still use craft felt sometimes, or I do on my stitching projects. I still use it sometimes as backing behind, but we're going to give you something else for that, also in your materials kit, which I'll talk about here in just a minute. But this it's just got a much tighter weave to it. It's just completely different than a craft felt cutting. Oh, you're going to love how your cuts look on wool felt. You're going to love how your hand stitching looks coming in and out of the wool felt. So 5 sheets of this will also be in your materials kit. Okay. Now, final thing in your materials kit is going to be this. We're going to give you a sheet here, and I'm going to go ahead and open this up because I want you to see how big it is. All right, do you see this? It's a nice size, right? Okay, this is what we call fusible fleece. All right, this is what we call fusible fleece. So this is what I like to put behind my projects when I want a little bit of, I'm going to call it like faux batting, right? I like my projects to feel a little bit hand quilted, have a little poof to them. They're just cozy and you just want to hug them and, you know, all the things. So this is a fusible fleece. It actually feels like felt. Okay. It feels like felt on one side. And then on the other side, it feels kind of scratchy. This is adhesive. Okay. This is adhesive. So we can actually iron this onto the back of our fabric. For number one, it does give us stability, right? It gives us stability for our hand stitching, but it also is going to give us that little extra poof, right? Just that little extra cushion behind like a faux batting. And it just makes our hand stitching projects just look amazing. Okay. So we're going to give you some of this as well. And I think you're really going to fall in love with it. It's very, very easy to use. So I like using this behind some of my fabrics. And then when I'm layering fabrics on top, I like using my twist up glue stick. This is also something that you can stitch through and it will not cause you any problems with your needle. It's going to just glide right through. Okay. It's going to glide right through. So, thank you for indulging me for just a moment so that I could show you how awesome the materials kit is. So again, you're going to have a large piece here of fusible fleece. You're going to have 5 8x12 sheets of my favorite wool, and they have been, the colors work beautifully with the colors in your fabric bundle, which is here, the Shine Bright fabric bundle. And then, of course, all the goodies that are going to be in your little canvas zipper bag, the threads, the needles, the twist up temporary glue stick, the baker's twine, all of that. So again, just to remind you, I've given you enough materials here to actually complete all 3 intro projects. Okay, all 3 intro projects. That is, and you're going to have some left over. You're going to have some left over. I want you to have plenty of stuff to play with, right? Because that's how we learn. We just start doing and making and playing, and that's how we learn, right? So this was our May project. We just finished these up, and everybody's been posting pictures in our private group, and they're all so good. So if you do sign up, don't think you missed out on this, because you have access to the replay there if you do choose and want to make this project. Our June project is the 8x8 panel. This is going to help you so much with lettering. Okay, I tried to kind of focus on different techniques with each one of these intro projects. This is going to help you a lot with your lettering, learning some different options of ways that you can add whatever you want to say to your projects. Okay, so this one's going to be a lot of fun. June 6th, which is this Friday, and June 20th. There's 2 weeks between the part 1 and the part 2. That's to give you plenty of time to do your stitching. I really like for people to work at their own pace. Okay, that's really important to me because if you're working at your own pace, you're going to be that's your joy, right? Like that's where you're going to feel the best, you're going to feel the happiest. We have some people that are going to be like crazy fast stitchers. And then we have some people that are going to want to really just take their time and enjoy it. I'm kind of in the middle. I like stitching a little bit every night. I do. I stitch a little bit every single night. It just something about it relaxes me, helps me fall asleep. I don't know. Just that's what I do. I enjoy doing a little bit every night. So I don't like to be rushed. I don't like to be rushed, and I don't want you to feel rushed either. Okay. So the replays for the workshops will be available. Say you're going on vacation or out of town, you'll be able to watch them whenever it's convenient for you. So June 6th, June 20th, and then our July project, I'm really excited about this one, is we're going to make a house mini. This is something else I love to do with fabric. I love to create unexpected things with fabric. And so this is our kind of our little shine bright house. You can see the butterflies, just really cute. So we're going to teach you, or I'm going to teach you in this class, basically how to construct something with hand stitching. Okay, how to build something with hand stitching, and of course, add all of our fun things here. These little house minis are so fun. I do have a fabric fan club, and we have made seasonal houses. These little house minis, we've done them for Christmas and holidays, Halloween, Easter. I mean, we did a patriotic house last summer. We've done some really cute ones for seasons and holidays. And so I wanted for sure for you guys to learn in an intro workshop about these house minis. They're just really, really fun to make. Okay. So you're going to learn to build in July. We're going to build a house. Well, doesn't that sound like fun? Yeah, this is all in, if you're already in the Fabric Fan Club, Dixie, I'm glad you brought that up. So if you're in the Fabric Fan Club, you do not have to pay for these workshops, okay? That's a benefit to you. You don't have to pay for these workshops. That is a benefit to you. They will be shared in our private Fabric Fan Club. So this is just to our members out there. And then we have set up a way for you to order just the fabric in the Fabric Fan Club, okay? So if you're in the Fabric Fan Club, no need to buy these workshops because you're getting them. That's a benefit to you for being a Fabric Fan Club member. These intro workshops we're just putting them out there for new people to try. Come try this out. Give it a try. And that way you don't feel like you're having to commit to a monthly recurring membership. You have a way to come in and just see, what's it like? Am I going to like this? Am I going to get hooked on doodling with thread, right? We want you to have that opportunity to come try, learn from me, and just see what happens. See what happens. I have a feeling you'll be hooked, and yeah, and you're going to find that you have just found probably one of the most relaxing therapeutic hobbies that you could ever do. Okay. It really is truly fun. I enjoy it so, so much. Okay. Susan says she's hooked. Yes, this is separate from the Fabric Fan Club. This is for newbies coming in, but I do want my Fabric Fan Club members to know that they do have access to the workshops. Okay. Yes, you always will have access to anything I do with fabric. Okay. All right. Well, do you have any other questions for me? Let me know. I would love to answer any questions that you have. I can show you up close any of the projects here. Any questions about the materials kit? We do have a limited number of the materials kit. Right now, we're fine. We still have plenty. But I'm sure as summer progresses, those numbers will go down. So if you're interested in the materials kit, I highly suggest that you get it, because that's one of the things, sometimes when we're learning something new, you're not just learning the technique, you're also learning the best supplies to use, right? You're going to see why we love using that temporary fabric glue stick. right? Those of us that hand stitch in my groups. So it's just, I think it's important, and you'll see the quality of working with wool felt opposed to craft felt, right? Sometimes you just got to feel it and see it for yourself. So I would love for you guys to come and join me in June for the intro workshop. This is the June workshop, our creative panel. It's an 8x8 panel. And then, like I said, if you missed out on May, which was the creative notepad cover, no worries. It's saved for you. We have the replays available for you. So you can still do that project. And then in July, we'll be making the house mini. Okay. Yes. Yes. My teammates are posting the links over in the comments so that you can go and learn all about all the things, the whole series. Okay. And then pick and choose. Some of you may just be interested in one or the other of a project, right? That's totally fine. The materials kit will still be an option for you if you choose to do that. And you will have fabric left over. Yes, you will have some fabric left over to play with and create whatever you want to. Okay. Deborah is speaking the truth here. I'm going to pop her comment up here. There's a world of difference between wool felt and craft felt. Absolutely. And until you've really used it, you just don't know that. You don't know what you don't know, right? That's why I'm having these intro series. I think it's really going to help you a lot. Okay. Dixie's saying the same thing. I'm going to pop hers up there. And the felt is so much better. I had no idea until I got into the Fabric Fan Club. Yep. Oh, Leslie is saying she highly encourages you to give it a try. See, these are people that know. They've taken my classes. They're in some of my groups. And I love it when they put comments out there like that, because it just fills my cup, number one, but it also is you hearing it from someone else, right? Yeah, I'm gonna pop Susan's on here. She's hooked. Yes, I'm gonna put Betty's up here. She says, I love this fabric and the projects. Thanks, Miss Tracy. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you. All right. Well, thank you for being here today. If for some reason you have questions after the fact, some of you, I'm actually streaming right now on my Facebook page and also on my YouTube channel. I do have a YouTube channel. So if you have questions, please post them in the comments. I'm going to keep an eye on this feed. I want to answer whatever questions you have. Those of you that are going to be watching the replays, if you're watching on YouTube, you can just post your question in a comment there. Same thing on Facebook. You can post your question in a comment here as well. Me and my team will be kind of monitoring this. We want to answer any questions that you have. And I look forward to stitching with you. And we're going to start this panel this Friday night. So I hope that you'll come in, and I can't wait to see you there. Okay. All right. Well, thank you again for joining me for this quick little info session about what's coming up. As far as what else is coming up this week, I will be going live Friday with a fun craft and chat at 11 a.m. Also, just a quick reminder to those of you that are considering joining the Napkin Club or the Fabric Fan Club, either one of the clubs, for get the June bundles that are being shipped. Tomorrow's the last day. The doors will close. So if you're in that, don't wait. Don't hesitate. Don't wait. Make sure you get in before the doors tomorrow night. Okay. So thank you for learning about my intro to hand stitching workshops today, doodling with thread. And I hope to see you in my June class. All right. For the cute 8x8 creative panel. Let's learn about lettering. All right. It's going to change your world. Even if you're already a stitcher and you already know these things, maybe you want to find unique ways to add lettering to your projects. And I'm going to be able to show you how with this project. Okay. All right. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you. Happy June. Happy Monday. You guys keep creating.